Can Donald Trump really deport 12 million people from the United States? Hi, I'm Jim Hacking, immigration lawyer practicing law throughout the United States out of our offices in St. Louis, San Diego, and Washington, D.C. This week we were really lucky. We had a visit from one of the most famous immigration lawyers of all time. His name is Ira Kurzban, and he came to St. Louis to conduct a CLE and to educate us on the history of immigration. Ira writes the Bible, the book that every immigration lawyer uses. Right now it's 3,000 pages, and whenever people call and ask me a complex question, I'm always going to my Kurzban. And Ira is such a wonderful person and a wonderful attorney. He came and he really gave a great talk with our friend Javad about what's going on in immigration over the last 40 years, and specifically what Donald Trump has planned if he becomes president again in 2025. And speaking of 2025, if you want to learn more about this, look up Project 2025, because Donald Trump, the Heritage Foundation, and a bunch of conservatives have written out what their plans are. So this is not Jim, the immigration lawyer, trying to scare people. This is not Jim making a video being hyperbolic and yelling and screaming about crazy old Donald Trump. This is coming straight from the Republican playbook. This is what they want to do if they win the presidential election in 2025, and that is to deport every undocumented person in the United States. That is what Donald Trump is obsessed with. That is his plan. And in this video, we're going to talk about whether or not that's feasible and sort of what he's thinking. So what he has said and what Project 2025 lays out is that they are going to try to build deportation camps to round up every single person who's undocumented. They want to use the military. They want to use local police. They want to take all the money from USCIS and move it over to ICE for Immigration Customs Enforcement to begin to track down everybody that they can. They want to cancel DACA, Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. They want to do everything they can to find every single undocumented person and to engage in expedited removal. Now, a lot of what Donald Trump says is hyperbole and maybe overblown and maybe not very realistic, but the people that he has surrounding himself when it comes to immigration, they have been salivating, they have been dreaming of the day that Donald Trump comes back to office. And of course, now he has 1/3 of the federal judges all appointed by him. So they will presumably be as loyal to him as this crazy judge in Florida, Aline Cannon, who's doing everything she can to keep the Mar-a-Lago case from going forward, the case involving Donald Trump stealing classified documents. There are a bunch of bootlickers who just want to do what Donald Trump says, and so we have to assume that if he gets reelected, they're going to try to do what they can to affirm his evil plans. And so what he's saying is he's going to use the military to round up immigrants, to begin expedited removal, and try to speed up the process of kicking all these people out of the United States. So again, this is what they want to do. So it's not me saying this. This is what they say they're going to do. So when you make a decision in November about who to vote for, you can vote for the candidate who wants to do that, or you want to vote for the candidate who wants to bring about comprehensive immigration reform and to help the undocumented people get into process and get into a line to come out of the woodwork and to pay their taxes and to continue being contributing members of society that they already are, just in a legal fashion. So you really have a choice that you have to make. And so whether or not Donald Trump can do this, well, here's the thing. If he tries, it's going to be bad. So just the act of what they want to do. Do you remember when they first came into office last time and they started with that Muslim ban? I think they're going to go to shock and awe people right out of the gate and to really start rounding people up to go to their loyal people that they have, that they think are loyal to Donald Trump, and use all those people that they can to try to just shock the world in those first weeks that he comes into office, and just try to just overrun the courts and to try to get these people deported as quickly as possible. So I don't know that it's all that important whether or not he can do it. The important thing is that he's going to try. He and the people that hate immigrants are going to do everything they can to try to deport these people. The other thing they're going to do is to slow down legal immigration to the United States. They want to gut USCIS. They want to continue gutting the State Department. They want to make it so that visas aren't approved, that visas aren't approvable. There's all these little procedural maneuvers that they have planned to basically grind legal immigration to a halt. They don't want brown people coming to the United States anymore. It's a very racist policy. It's trying to go back to the days when only white Europeans could come to the United States. And in my heart of hearts, it's a despicable plan, and he's a horrible person. And I'm appalled at the fact that there's all these people that are willing to look the other way and to support this. Now, I'm not making the video for people that support Donald Trump. I'm making the video for people who don't pay attention to politics every day, who haven't been fully in tuned, and just to educate you as to what Project 2025 sets forth. So Donald Trump just gave 2 interviews to Time Magazine talking about all the virtues of this plan. It's going to be a wonderful plan, and he's going to get all these people kicked out of the United States. It's so short-sighted. It's going to grind our economy to a halt. The agricultural and hospitality industries will be decimated if Donald Trump tries to pull this off. So we've seen what anti-immigrant legislation in Texas and Florida has wrought, but this is going to be in all 50 states, and it's going to be really, really bad. So you have a decision to make. Do you want to get involved? Do you want to educate yourself? Do you want to educate your friends as to what the Republicans and Donald Trump have planned? Or do you want to just sit on the sidelines and see what happens? You can't treat this like a regular election, because it's not going to be a regular election. If they get elected, just on the immigration piece, immigration is going to be gutted, and the system is going to be really suffering. So I hope you're paying attention. I hope you're involved. If you have an immigration case and you need our help, of course, you can always call us 314-961-8200 if you're serious about hiring us, or you can email us info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Whenever we make new videos like this one, you'll be the first to know if you click the little alarm bell. And we also have our Immigration Answers show, which I do 4 or 5 times a week. That's me answering people's immigration questions for free for an hour. And we have our Immigrant Home Facebook group. There's 6,000 or 7,000 members in there talking about the immigration process. And finally, you can follow us on TikTok @ImmigrationHacking. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.